I'm Cape Jewel, and this next great comic book video has been brought to you in part by the good folks over at Trendy Butler. They once again help me dress every month, and they can do the same for you. Step up your wardrobe game by checking the link down in the description. Be sure to tell them your good friend Joel sent you, and with that, let's get on with the show. The new Avengers continue their quest to stop Wolverine's DNA from falling into the hands of evildoers. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop on into the Adamantium Agenda issue number 3 and find out for ourselves. Alrighty then, so much like the previous issues, this one opens up with a flashback to the time when the new Avengers stopped a major explosion because Wolverine was able to get in and sacrifice himself. Logan talks about how he was happy to do it and how a united superhero community is good for everyone across the board, be they mutant or not. Man, preaching to the choir over here, I tell you. But Wolverine also says he knows that Tony Stark is hiding a dark secret, and really, for a guy like Tony, he's gonna have to be super, specific, because I feel like he's got a million dark secrets at any one time. No, this secret actually involves Tony Stark's connection to this potentially deadly explosion, but for more on that, it looks like we're going to have to keep reading. In the present, the new Avengers team is duking it out with Mr. Sinister deep underwater. He's trying to stop one of his former underlings from spilling his guts on the whereabouts of Wolverine's genetic codes, even if that means he has to spill his guts for him first. Joining the battle is someone who knows a heck of a lot about Wolverine's genetic code. It's Laura Kinney, aka X-23, aka the all-new Wolverine. It's funny how she's still wearing her Wolverine costume here in this story, even though her new X-23 book dropped this week. Mr. Sinister, feeling cramped and outnumbered, decides to teleport away, hoping that the sinking submarine will do the job of killing his enemies for him. You see, Sinister, and this is why you never win, you leave too much up to chance. In a very creative little scene, the heroes all work together, pool together their very unique powers, and end up saving the sub, as well as all the black market buyers who were almost drowned. Our heroes get picked up by helicarriers that aren't being driven by the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that organization fell apart. It's just kind of a government because they're also in the middle of international waters. I'm nitpicking for comedic effect, of course. In the end, all that really matters is they capture the henchman and subject him to a little good hero anti-hero. It would seem that Mr. Sinister had managed to amass a massive database on superhero DNA and that only a few people know exactly where to find it. Oh, I don't want to think about what he had to do to get all that different DNA, if you catch my drift. Sinister has set up in a remote island base. The hardest part for our heroes is actually managing to get there without tripping the alarm. Any vehicles are out, but luckily Tony Stark packed a couple spare armors for our team. Man, look at that Iron Legion over here. I like to imagine Tony really does travel everywhere with some spare armors, not for him, but just in case his friends want to play armor dress up. When they reach Sinister's stronghold, it's filled with all your classic evil science tech, a bunch of tubes, creepy lighting. But what truly throws our heroes for a loop is the understanding that there is more DNA in here than there is in the superhero community. In fact, there's enough DNA here to pretty much cover everyone on Earth. Again, ooh, maybe I just have a dirty mind, but seriously, how did Mr. Sinister come across half of that? So that was Adamantium Agenda issue number 3, everyone, and overall it was fairly solid. It didn't knock my socks off or anything, but it's a fun time. The new Avengers nostalgia is still going strong for this book, and the addition of X-23 really made a big difference here. I like the idea that they're hunting down a bunch of DNA belonging to Wolverine in fear that it could be used for evil, and right here we have X-23, some of Wolverine's DNA that was meant for evil but ultimately turned out good. I wonder how big or impactful Tony Stark's big dark secret is going to be, or if it'll even be wrapped up in this miniseries. That feels like something that they might do once Wolverine comes back over in the Alpha. Overall, pretty solid, a 7 out of 10. Hey there everyone, it's Cape Jewel again, and I want to thank you for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos I'm hard at work on. Then, as always, you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Jewel, so you're up to date on what I got coming out next. And if you're feeling in a supportive mood, please, by all means, check out my Patreon, link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Jewel. I will be back again with more great comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye-bye, everybody.